as the SEC's new Project Crypto initiative could bring equal opportunity and new players to U.S. securities markets. Last week, the SEC debuted the initiative to modernize securities rules and regulations to allow for digital asset-based trading. SEC Chair Paul Atkins said that he directed Commission staff to update antiquated agency rules and regulations to unleash the potential of on-chain software systems and U.S. securities markets. Well, in Bernstein's report out this morning, the wealth manager said Project Crypto could bring a reshoring of innovation back to the United States after many digital asset businesses chose to avoid the U.S. altogether because of a crackdown under the Biden administration. Bernstein's report found Project Crypto has the potential to drive the development of super apps, which could offer a broad range of products like staking, lending, and stablecoins without the need for different licenses in multiple locations. The firm also found that the SEC's initiative could bring about decentralized financial software systems along with interoperability across the financial ecosystem between crypto, tokenized securities, stablecoins, and more.
Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for tapping back in to see what I have to say. I promise y'all, it truly does mean the world to me. But with that being said, what are we talking about? We're talking about this regulatory regime shift here in America. The SEC, like y'all, to know where we have come from the days of Gary Gensler being at the helm of the SEC to now Paul Atkins being at the helm of the SEC. When I tell y'all, everything is moving to blockchain, please listen to me. Everything is moving to blockchain. We now have the SEC commissioner, Paul Atkins, saying that they're getting ready to move the securities market on to blockchain. Not a hope, not a wish. It's literally like he is saying the next evolution of where technology is going. Truly see what's getting ready to happen, where you have a securities market of a country now moving on to blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. And you have certain key individuals like a Hedera, like a Quant, like a XRP and a XLM and XDC, like truly see what these ISO tokens have cemented during this time where it was down and out, quote unquote, during the bear market, but these relationships that they have cultivated throughout it. It's something to truly pay attention to, okay? But in this first video, it is the SEC chairman himself, Paul Atkins, talking in a speech in regards to exactly everything I just said and even more. So I'm throwing it to him and I will be right back.
American ambition to a project that certainly can unleash it. Our regulatory framework need not be anchored to an analog past, unkind to new frontiers. After all, the future is arriving at full speed, and the world is not waiting. America must do more than just keep pace with the digital asset revolution. We must drive it. So today, I should like the world to go on notice that under my leadership, the SEC will not stand idly by and watch innovations develop overseas while our capital markets remain stagnant. To achieve President Trump's vision of making America the crypto capital of the world, the SEC must holistically consider the potential benefits and risks of moving our markets from an off-chain environment to an on-chain one. We're at the threshold of a new era in the history of our markets. As I mentioned earlier, today I'm announcing the launch of Project Crypto, a commission-wide initiative to modernize the securities rules and regulations to enable America's financial markets to move on-chain. Just a few weeks ago, President Trump signed the Genius Act into law, ensuring that America will continue to lead in global payments with a gold standard stablecoin regulatory framework. Upon signing the Genius Act into law, I was pleased that President Trump endorsed congressional efforts to pass crypto market structure legislation by the end of the year. I commend the House of Representatives for garnering such strong bipartisan support, and I look forward to working with the Senate as they build off the House's work and craft market structure regulation that future-proofs our markets against regulatory mischief, cementing the United States as the crypto capital of the world. Yesterday, the President's Working Group on Digital Asset Markets released the PWG report with clear recommendations for the S.E.C. and other federal agencies to build a framework to maintain U.S. dominance in crypto asset markets. This report is the blueprint to make America first in blockchain and crypto technology. The President said last week that he wants, quote, the entire world running on the backbone of American technology. So I stand ready to help get that job done. That's why I'm launching Project Crypto and directing the S.E.C's policy divisions to work with a crypto task force led by Commissioner Peirce to swiftly develop proposals to implement the PWG's recommendations. Project Crypto will help ensure that the United States remains the best place in the world to start a business, develop cutting-edge technology, and participate in capital markets. We will reshore the crypto businesses that fled our country, particularly those that were crippled by the previous administration's regulation by enforcement crusade and Operation Checkpoint 2.0.
Now, you guys just heard directly from the S.E.C's chair mouth himself. He is the head of that agency, meaning the direction that he gives, the rest of the agency has to follow and then deploy. And so think about it. We've had, I want to say, either 4 or 5 now crypto roundtables. And I think they were spearheaded by people like Hester Pierce and Mark Ueda. These processes have been in the works even before he got there, because they knew where we were getting ready to go as a country. And they knew that it was inevitable, and blockchain was the next step in the technology realm that we were moving to. Truly understand and see what's happening right in front of our faces, okay, you guys? But in this video, it's from our boy All in Crypto, and he's diving even deeper into Project Crypto. So we've had now Crypto Week, and now we've had the crypto report that came out of the White House, and now we have Project Crypto coming out of the US S.E.C. What an amazing time to be in the Web3 space, you guys. I promise. But here we go. This video from my boy All in Crypto, and I'll be right back.
Thank you to A1 Policy for hosting me today to discuss Project Crypto, which will be the S.E.C's North Star in aiding the president in his efforts to make America the crypto capital of the world. He goes on to say, we are at the threshold of a new era in the history of our markets. Project Crypto is a commission-wide initiative to modernize the securities rule and regulations to enable America's financial markets to move on-chain. So the President's Working Group released the PWG report, President's Working Group report, with clear recommendations for the S.E.C. and other federal agencies to build a framework to maintain US dominance in crypto asset markets. This report is the blueprint to make America first in the blockchain and crypto technology. Project Crypto will help ensure that the United States remains the best place in the world to start a business, develop cutting-edge technologies, and participate in capital markets. First, we will work to bring crypto asset distribution back to America. In line with the PWG report, a key priority of mine will be to establish as swiftly as we can a regulatory framework for distribution of crypto assets in America. Second, to achieve the president's goal, it is incumbent on the S.E.C. to ensure that the market participants have maximum choice when deciding where to custody and trade crypto assets. Third, a key priority of mine is to allow market participants to innovate with super apps. Fourth, I have decided or directed the commission staff to update antiquated agency rules and regulations to unleash the potential of on-chain software systems in our securities market. Wow. Finally, innovation and entrepreneurialism are the engine of the American economy. The president has described America as the nation of builders. Under my leadership, the SEC will encourage our nation's builders rather than constrain them with red tape and one-size-fits-all rules. Big shift from what we've previously seen. As we advance these properties, I look forward to working with my counterparts across the administration to make the US the crypto capital of the world. This represents more than a regulatory shift. It's a generational opportunity.
Now, as you can see, this is a roadmap. You saw that tweet coming directly from the SEC. Like, truly see where we are going, not just as America, the country, but as a world. Because although America is doing this now, other parts of the world already have these things set in place. I brought you things about Qatar. I brought you things in regards to several other players. Like it's too much to kind of sort of bring. So I have almost 200 videos now. But truly see that this is a reality. Could have been a hope or a dream 2, 3, 4 years ago of us, in the realm of Web3, hoping and wishing for things like regulation so that we can be taken seriously as an asset class. And now we are truly at the doorstep of stepping onto the first step and climbing a major, major stairwell that goes up. You can't even count the amount of flights of stairs that you would actually walk up to truly see where this technology is going and to see the institutional adoption of this, and now laws being codified around it. And you have countries, security leaders now putting plans in place for it to be a reality. Like truly, truly, truly see what's happening. You even have players like the DTCC. They have $100 trillion that they are moving on chain alone. So if you think the little realm of our little 3 trillion-ish, 4 trillion-ish dollars that we currently sit in the realm of Web3 is something, the ride between now and 2030, 2035 is going to knock your socks off. Their stairwell is so vast and so high. We're talking about what they keep calling things like the great wealth transfer. It's not just boomers dying off. It's also the traditional investor, these institutional investors, these people that have massive capital for all of these years and generations, now having to trickle some of that in to us, the people who front run them in this new asset sector. Because that's just what this is. When the S.E.C. is now codifying rules, they're codifying rules around a new asset sector. Truly see what's getting ready to happen when these ETFs that they also currently are residing over, things like your XRP and your XLM and your XDCs, your Hedera ETF, when these ETFs finally get approved and they go into this live market and you have these institutional investors start buying these ETFs, and literally, you guys, is going to directly affect the price of the tokens, the coins, whatever, depending on what you're holding, it's going to directly affect that price. Like, I know it almost like a hope or a dream or some type of alternate reality that we're sitting in for this sector to be at the precipice of trillions of dollars to flow through it. And it's not somebody in some DJ in a corner saying this. You have the Treasury Secretary of arguably the largest economy in one of the most powerful countries in the world saying it. You have one of the heads of the DTCC, which is literally the settlement layer of America's securities, also saying it. Like, truly understand and see what's happening right now. And you hold pieces, critical pieces of infrastructure that's going to make their vision a reality. Follow me on this, you guys. This time in human history, being a part of the Web3 space in 2025 and not just being a part, but also knowing about utility gems, your future self is going to greatly thank you because of it. Okay, I won't hold y'all too much longer. If you made it all the way through this whole video, type in on chain, because for whatever reason, they don't want to say on blockchain. I don't know why, but their term for it is on chain. So let's go with them and say on chain, because as all of these assets begin their process, the official legal process of moving on chain, the amount of money that's going to be derived through the networks that's facilitating these transactions is going to be incredible. Follow me on this, okay? Because I'm always going somewhere. Made it all the way through, type in on chain. That way I know y'all riding with y'all boy. Till the next time, y'all already know. I appreciate y'all. Peace out.